You want to do this now? Okay, let's do it. So, I am not enough for you. Am I not enough for you, Jack?
Okay, back to the bar?
Yep.
I never said that. I just meant we need to have this conversation at some point.
Okay, and you want to do that right now at Froggy's during the Super Bowl.
Yes, please don't make us miss a second of your drama.
Could you butt out? Hey, babe, we joke about it. We see people with kids and go, oh, thank God that's not us. We joke about it, right? Did I not get the joke?
I'm not. Babe, you're right. You were right. And coming from the family that I did, I definitely never saw myself having kids.
Okay.
But then I met you. And, we're great together. And I love our life. But the older we get, the more I think there's got to be something bigger than just me and you.
Well, thank you very much for involving me in this huge, invisible change of yours. Huge. Because you knew when you met me and married me that I did not want to be one of those women whose sole purpose in life was to be a mother. If that's what you wanted, you should have married my mom.
I was thinking more your sister.
You probably were.
It's a bad joke.
I'm not there yet, Jack. I'm not there yet. I am only 29.
Almost 30.
I know how old I am.
Hey, Sid and Nancy, would you two take it outside?
Could you just shut up
Mind your
for a
business.
second?
None of us can hear the game over your mouth.
Wow.
You gotta learn some manners, pal.
You need to control your woman.
You need to watch your
Whoa,
mouth.
whoa, whoa. Jack, sit down. Come here. It's not worth it. Jack, sit down, please. Jack. God, Jack.
Jack, no.
Yeah. We should really be having kids.
All right, so one thing I like about this clip is this is a discussion that should have been had way before two people have gotten married. As Mandy Moore character said in the clip, you knew before you married me that I didn't want to be one of those people who wanted to have kids or felt like she needed to have kids, right? Because I feel there are some people who know they're like, okay, I never want to have kids. I don't think I should have kids. And when they meet a certain person, it changes. Because one, there's a change in themselves. I can relate because I knew growing up, I didn't want to have kids. I didn't think I would meet someone who I would want to have kids with. I think it was more of a fear on my end about having kids. One, I didn't think I would meet the right person. But two, I knew myself well enough where it's like, I didn't think I would be a good parent. But most part just more fears I have of myself. And, of course, my wife wouldn't have kids with me if she didn't think I would be a good person or a good father. So, but as I've gotten older and I realized that was just a fear of mine. But another thing I did like in the clip was how the friends, they knew they were about to get into a big discussion. So they took themselves out of that equation so they can have it out, And one thing I didn't like as well, that type of conversation, that doesn't need to be in public. That needs to be behind closed doors where you can calmly have that discussion. As I like to say, it's not about just a communication, it's effective communication, because how she stated, she didn't know he felt this way. And I always say, if you're feeling a certain type of way about anything in your marriage, vocalize that to your spouse, because they're not going to read your mind. They don't know what you're thinking. So you can both be on the same page, right? So you can come with some type of resolution for whatever the issue is. And the last thing I'll say about this clip is at the end, where that other guy, even though I'm a fan of the team, of the jersey he was wearing, but he was out of line. He had no business telling another man to control his wife, because you're asking for an ass whooping. But that's just me. But my temper is closer to Jack's, except for I'm black, so I can't go around just punching a white guy in the face. I'm gonna get arrested, right? So as Period, point blank right there. So, me, if I'm Jack, I'm going to wait till he takes a swing at me. So, therefore, I can say self-defense and I'm beating his ass. But that's the type of thing where she's in fear of okay, you have this temper. Plus, on the show, Jack is an alcoholic as well. So, there's another issue of them having kids as well.
All right, number one, somebodies. There is Super Bowl etiquette, okay? The only arguments or fighting that are gonna be had is with opposing teams. That's the only exception on that day. Otherwise, Jay touched upon it. Number one, you shouldn't have this conversation in public, period. And now you're putting in the Super Bowl? No, all right? You need to go. But this clip, they had it there. They just couldn't wait. All right. And as you saw with the friends, they left. They knew right away what was going on. As we always talk about here at the Marriage Pros, know your partner. Have time with your partner. Otherwise, this will happen. And again, Jay always touches on this. Effective communication and check in with one another, all right? Because you're going to reach a point where maybe one of you or both of you have a different mindset of where you want the relationship to go, and if you're married, where you want that to go. If neither one of you share this information, then both of you are going to be at a loss when this comes up. You should always be able to communicate. Even if it's going to lead to a conflict, just keep talking, okay? You have to. Now, Mandy Moore doesn't want kids just yet. She's not ready, and that's fine. So be it. But just like Jack said, he's ready. Okay? He just sees it as this is the time, and we've always said here, there's never a good time. When it happens, and you make the best of it. Not to sound bad, okay? I'm saying make the best of it that, all right, this is happening. Let's do our best. Just make sure that your kids know love. But if neither one of you continually talk, and preferably in private, by the way, the Super Bowl, come on. I don't think even Jay would have this, alright, if there's a couple talking about this, because I know how much he loves the Super Bowl, especially if the Rams are in it. But nonetheless, the one thing that we both agree upon, another person gets involved and starts trash talking to your wife, pretty much he said in PG, discipline your bitch. That's what he said. So I am with Jack on that. He defended her honor. Granted, you do your best to avoid that situation, but if it happens, make sure you win, okay? Make sure you land that knockout blow. But Mandy's character at the end said, yeah, you should be a father already. Yeah, that's not something you probably want your kids to see. Or maybe you do, in the sense that you know how to defend yourself. Like in Cobra Kai, you strike first, you strike hard, no mercy, but not in a relationship. These two need to talk it over, and they may have to rethink the relationship. And by the way, Jay, kudos to you on giving me a Mandy Moore clip, because that was my crush in the late 90s and early 2000s. It was nice to see her again. Unfortunately, she's married now, but as am I, so it's not a loss to either one of us. But if we both end up single, number one, there won't be a channel anymore. But hey, if it happens, Mandy, come this way.